We love doing quadrant dentistry, and making contacts between two restorations can be a little confusing. You got to remember, these two things are going to be ceramic later, and if you have a big convexity that's snugged up into a concavity, those are the contacts that are hard to seat, where you have to put one in and then the other one. But if they meet perfectly, then they can go in at the same time. And plus, when the patient's flossing, it's going to feel right. If it's that convexity buried into the concavity, it's hard to get the floss in there. And the worst thing is if you adjust the convexity, the convex surface in the ceramic, and you do it a little too much, that contact opens up really fast.
And now you're adding to, the other tooth, trying to now close where you have kind of the S-shaped contact. Our straightforward course, we do, we cover a lot of quadrants and things like that. And so just like what you're seeing right here is when your proposals come up, it may not make your contact directly in the middle where it needs to be. So what happens is, immediately you know that you need to adjust this contact when you see the red. And so we go to our smooth tool and you start to smooth it. So it takes a convexity and it will melt that down to flat. And then it takes a concavity and it melts it up to flat. So when you have a contact just like what we have here, you can see that that's not right. So you need to toggle back and forth between your two restorations and see which one has the convexity, which one has the concavity.
So in this case, the distal at 14 is a huge convexity. So actually what we need to do is smooth that back. And because it's a convexity, as you said, it's going to melt it down to flat. So we almost need to make the contact open first. Because remember, 15 is the concavity. And so we're going to make the distal of 14 look right. And then the mesial of 15, and now we're going to add to that. So there's two ways to add to it. You either select the form add, or you can use the two-directional circular shape tool and pull it out. But the easiest thing is just use the add. And it's okay to make it red because this now turned into a convexity, and we just switch it over to the smooth tool, and we're going to melt it back for the intensities of the colors. So whenever you're making a contact between two restorations, number one, the first thing is you got to make sure where where the middle position is, and it's right over the gingiva. You may have to open the contact to make that happen and build the other one out, because most likely CEREC did not make a perfect convexities to both of them.
I don't know why I'm like super nervous.
I'm just sitting here, people.
I know.